Hi everybody, welcome to my channel or welcome back to my channel.
If you're new.
Or if you're Chris. It's been a busy day. It's been a long day. I know it's only been a couple days since we've talked to you, but it feels longer. It feels much longer. At least it's warmer outside today.
Yep.
And I thought it was supposed to be raining, but it's not. My ankle says it's gonna, but it isn't right now. So, Chris, what did you do today?
I went bowling. I got a strike and 2 spares.
A strike and 2
backwards.
spares. Better than I would have done. Or maybe it'd be better over here. I don't know. Is that better with the sun behind me? I don't know.
When you get strikes or spares with the new setup they put in Columbus Bowling Palace, it shows nonsensical bowling themed cartoons for strikes and spares.
Oh, that's silly.
The one that played when I got a strike was a giant golden pen attacking a city, only to be followed by a bowling ball shaped projectile by a bowling mat. And it didn't hit the whole pen. The bowling ball projectile went through the robot pen's heart and put a hole in him, and he fell down. Very violent for a bowling team.
I was going to say, that's a bit much, yeah. So Chris went bowling. Mom and I went to Marysville today and saw our doctor, didn't we, Mom?
Yep.
That's always a trip.
Mm-hmm.
In more ways than one. At least the weather was good, which I really appreciate. And we had the same driver we had before. So even though I don't know him, it's not like it was a perfect stranger. And he's a nice young man. If he just wears pants pulled up, I'd like him a lot more. Mom's over there laughing at me. Seriously. What is it with the... Pull your pants up, people. Just, if you're watching this and your pants aren't pulled up, for shame. Shame on you. Pull your pants up. But anyway, so he took us and we went over there and Mom had to have a chest x-ray because she's been coughing too much. And they had to poke her fingers twice to get her, what is it, A1C? Is that what it's called? Which was fine. And then they took her blood pressure and it was, 162/90? And I almost had a heart attack. She had the high blood pressure. I had the stroke. But when they took it again, her bottom number was only 62, which was actually a little low. And then they took my blood pressure and complained because my blood pressure, my bottom number was only 60, and that's too low. And I said to the nurse, without thinking about it, which is how I say most of the things I say, I said, "Are you sure you're doing it right?" Mom's laughed at me again.
She's new, a young girl.
She's a new young LPN. She's not even an RN. And then she wasn't sure she was doing it right, so she made somebody else come and do. Mom, she wouldn't do it again. I felt so guilty. And I was like,
Did that stop you from the doctor bit you were going to do?
No. So I said, I was just joking. I didn't mean that. And then I looked right at Mom. I said, I'm going to hell. I am going to hell for this one. And Mom's like, yeah. That girl, she was just so upset that somebody said that. I did feel kind of bad. But she did realize in the end, I think, that was a joke. I didn't think she was doing it wrong. See, I got to learn not to open my mouth and say every single thing that crosses my mind. Mm-hmm. But I'm 55 years old, and if I haven't learned it yet, I don't think it's going to happen. I really don't. This angle may be better, but I've got to switch. I got to switch. I don't know, maybe this angle's better. I don't know what angle's better, but we're switching anyway. Yeah, help your grandmother.
Put this where?
On the floor there, her walking this stuff. Here, Wolf.
There's Wolf.
There's some leftovers for a wolf.
Mine's cooling down for him, too.
He's going to lay there in that bed and just be handsome and wait for it all to cool off. So then, I did it. I told you I was going to do it, and I did it. I sat there and I said, the doctor asked how I was doing. And I said, well, doc, you know those pills you've been giving me to help me regrow my hair? She said, yeah. And I said, I don't think they're working that well.
And you took your hat off.
And I took my hat off. She wasn't amused. Mom thought she would think it was funny. Mom was wrong. But she just gave me a really look. Really.
She knows you then.
But then when we talked about it, she ended up bumping up my dosage to help grow my hair back. I told her I thought it was working, but that I just temporarily lose my mind every so often and shave my head.
Yeah.
She's been through it with me twice before. She knows I do it. She did not look particularly surprised. The first time I went in there and didn't have any hair, I thought she was going to fall over.
She was surprised.
She was shocked. But anyway, so we talked about my aneurysm, and her big thing is keep going to the neurologist. You can tell she's like, I don't want nothing to do with that. And talked a little bit about pain management, and I had to take a drug test, and you do that when you're on pain pills. They make sure that you're not overdosing or mixing any illegal substances or anything. So what else did we talk about and do today?
I think we covered most of my stuff, which was bowling.
They made you help me with my x-rays.
Yeah, I had to go in. When Mom got her chest x-ray, they made me go in there and hold her arms up. I'm like, I can't even hold my arms up to hold her arms up. But I did it. Basically, okay, it was fine, whatever. Well, I'm glad it's over and we're home because I'm tired. I hate to go to the doctor.
Yeah.
And it's funny because I like the doctor. If we were going to the doctor and just going to sit down at the table and have a nice little confab and visit, yeah, fine. But I don't like the doctoring part of it.
The doctoring parts and the doctor stuff.
Really, I don't. Really, I do.
Oh, that was the
Hey,
baby.
Ben,
Huh?
come here.
That was the baby.
Just a moment.
Ooh, he was
Going to make us wait. You'll have to excuse me. My eyes have been itching and burning for 3 days now, and it's driving me crazy.
Boy, that is stupid.
What?
Oh, I'll tell you when the video goes off. It's a stupid Nintendo Direct joke article I was reading.
Okay, come on, Ben.
Hang on.
I'm filming here.
Don't touch this
I got an envelope full of broken glass in the mail.
again. No.
Nah, same one.
Why was it broken glass?
It was a perfume sample and it was utterly shattered. So it was literally just like little splinters of glass.
Like somebody took hammer to it.
It was.
Did it have to go through
Rar?
customs?
Nope.
Rar?
Ben,
Hmm?
what was our last movie we watched?
Deathly Hallows, Part 1.
How did it end?
Trust me, Mom is still broke up about it.
I cried and cried when Dobby died. I did.
Because
Yeah,
remember, Mom
I saw
has-
that. It was depressing.
So
Mom has
sad.
something above me on these movies. She's seen all of them before.
It was so sad. And you know, everybody else was like, did you see the end of the movie when he broke into the grave and stole the wand? And I'm like, who the hell cares about the wand? Did you see that Dobby died?
Mom was all,
What are you talking about? The wand. Nobody cares about the wand. Oh. So probably tonight we're going to watch part 2, right, Ben?
yep.
And then,
Assuming, of course, Kissy Fur doesn't upset anyone. Unintentionally, mind you, but still.
we'll only have the 3 the Fantastic Beefs.
Beefs?
The Fantastic Beef movies.
Fantastic.
That's brought to you by Arby's.
Well, that would be a funny movie right there.
Fantastic Beasts and where to find them.
Get
You
in my
guys are
belly.
nuts.
Get in my belly.
Hey, Mom.
A lot of people don't know that the guy who played Mini-Me was in the first Austin Powers movie. Then he got fired for being American. Seriously, he did.
Yeah.
What? What, Chris?
Speaking of which, I was worried this one humongous Lego set would get canceled because of a massive leak. Because I talked to staff about this massive leak I learned about of Lego
Legos.
sets.
Yeah.
And they're like, are you sure you're not going to cancel some of these sets since they've been leaked in the confidential paperwork stages?
Pat him.
Guess what set I was worried was going to get the axe once I heard this?
Excuse me, what?
It's a Lord of the Rings collector set for adult collectors, where it comes with 14 minifigures, Gandalf, the 4 hobbits, and some of the other guys.
The Fellowship of the Ring?
And it's Rivendell to scale with these minifigures. Here's a picture where the top's cut off.
Cool. Okay, I wouldn't mind seeing a Rivendell set.
Yeah. It's going to be over $500 because it's big enough to fill my desk and then some.
Wow.
It takes up around, if I were to put it in front of my desk on the floor, it would come to this end, since this is similar in size, to halfway around that tree.
Oh, goodness.
And
That's a big set.
Yeah. And it's a modular build that's over 6,000 pieces. A lot of them big pieces. And
I was always a little sorry that Chris didn't get into the Harry Potter Legos. You know, because he always liked castles and dragons and knights and stuff. So I never understood why he didn't like the Harry Potter.
I would love to own it, but I don't know if I should pay $500 for it.
It didn't cost $500 when it was new.
Well, this is a new Rivendell that's big.
No, I'm talking about Harry Potter.
Yeah.
Okay, so what do we got coming up?
For this week,
In general.
I finally figured out how to sell Kissy fur.
you just hold it.
I'm afraid to hear.
Oh. If we can't sell them on eBay, and if we can't put a price tag on them on Etsy, I'll sell them for some cryptocurrency on Tor.
I thought he was going to auction them off on whatnot.
Nope, going straight for the cryptocurrency on Tor. That way I can cash it out and make big bang.
Oh, it looks like I'm getting a little bitty pimple. Okay.
Yeah, I'm nuts. Can you tell? Can you tell people?
Again, they had CeraVe samples out at the doctor's office, so I have them in my purse now. That stuff is not free. If I can get a free sample, I'll take it. We got some not so hot news yesterday.
Yep.
I'm on the phone talking to the dude at the car dealership, and he says this was their last resort to try to get a part for my car, and that they just can't get it, and a used one won't do. It has to be new. It can't have ever been programmed to another car, or it just won't work. And that knocks you out of going to junkyards and stuff because they've been programmed to the car they're in. All this computer technology is just wonderful, isn't it? So my car is probably never going to get fixed because they just can't find a part for it. Surely there's one somewhere in the world, but we can't find it. So now all the money and time and effort that we put into that car, trashed. It's completely wasted. I'm trying not to feel that way. Honestly, I'm not. Because we drove it.
Yeah.
But I can't even sell it now.
I know.
All I can do is junk it. I'm not happy. And now I've got to take what money I can scrape together and go from
If you
the
want
repair,
something.
see if I can find something to buy. But we have very specific needs. And I don't mean wants. I'm not talking about, oh, we want a Lexus. Not like that. Like, we can't have a regular car because mom can't get in and out of it, and because her wheelchair wouldn't fit. And, well, the dog
It has to be Wolfie friendly.
has to be Wolfie approved. Cause wolves has to be blonde haired, butt munch approved.
You going with blonde or butt munch?
And it has to have a decent air conditioner and heater, of course. And it has to be mechanically dependable and reliable. And so, all in all, I'm describing a $10,000 car. And I have $1,400 I can spend on it. So, I'm definitely going to end up getting underpayments, and I don't know who's going to give me financing. I wouldn't loan me money. And it's just a mess. But we'll keep you updated as the ordeal carries on. Fingers
Yep.
crossed. We might luck into a car like that Buick we had, which did have its problems, but look how many years that lasted after it should have died.
Oh, Lord, yes.
We could get real lucky. We are so blessed.
Yeah.
We really, really are. So I'm grateful.
Yeah, and hopefully we might not have to get a $10,000 car for that price if I manage to get the deal I tried to get on day program.
I forgot to tell you. So, okay. I am sitting in my bed the other day before yesterday. This is where all that broken glass comes in. And Ben comes in and he has arm full of packages. Full of packages. And I'm like, what is this? Well, I knew Bonnie had two. And Bonnie, let me know when your earrings are supposed to come because they haven't come yet. And I know she's waiting on another one. So I thought it was just hers, you know. One was full of Marc Jacobs perfume. One was full of a perfume that I can't even tell you what the name was, but it was busted. And one was full of the moisturizer, yes, moisturizer, that I ordered 2 samples of. I ordered, and you can laugh at me all you want to, 2 samples of Brazilian Bum Bum cream. It was one of those things, there's not a week that goes by that I don't hear somebody talking about how wonderful it is. It's the best moisturizer ever. And it smells so good that they actually made a perfume based on it. It's the best moisturizer in the world. It is not. It is not. You can go and get something just as good at your Walmart. Don't be taken in. I was a little taken in, but only $1.35's worth of taken in, so that's not too bad. I got free samples and had to pay for the shipping. So I'm glad I tried it. I will say the scent lasts forever because I've been using it on my hands, and I used it about 10 o'clock last night, and you can still smell it even though I've washed my hands and everything else. It smells good, but it doesn't smell that good. You know what I mean? It's I don't get it. I think it's just something that somebody famous must have said was wonderful, and then everybody jumped on the bandwagon. You know how people do. But it's okay. It's just okay. Eh. If you really want to try it, try it. I mean, it's not a bad lotion, but you can do just as good at Walmart for a hell of a lot cheaper. So, anyway, I got some new perfume, and I offered Chris 3 little bottles of it to give to his girlfriend, because what am I going to do with all this perfume? But he said he had enough for her.
Not in a mean way, though. Don't forget to not in a mean way.
Not in a mean way, though. I'm trying to think. Was there something else I meant to tell? Because it seems like there is something I'm forgetting. Ben?
I can't think of anything, but I may be forgetting something too.
Chrysalis?
I don't think you're forgetting anything.
Wolfington? Would you like to come up here and be beautiful on the camera? Would you like to come up here and be a beautiful puppy on the camera? See, Shannon? He's not a flower, he's a wolf. And he's a gorgeous wolf, too. You big old baby. Biggest big old baby ever. Am I lying?
Nope.
Back me up, people.
He's a baby lummox.
Mwah. Mommy hit him with her hat. Oh, goodness gracious.
Or baby.
Poor baby takes awful abuse, I'm telling you now.
You heard what I called him.
Oh, we're threatening to take the tree down, aren't we, Mom? Only this time we mean it. I wouldn't be surprised if it went down. If it's down by Monday, I wouldn't be surprised. Gonna miss it, though. But with the days getting longer, you got sunlight to help take the place of it.
Right.
Okay, Chris, do you have a quote for the day? Hi.
No,
Hi.
not off the top of my head.
Hi. How about something about a puppy?
Puppies are going
Puppy's gone. Puppy's gone.
Oh, you heard
Okay,
what I said,
Ben,
right?
you got a quote or a thought for the day?
Here's a little thought for you. If you were able to sell kissy fur, how much would you charge for the privilege of buying them?
Not worth a plug nickel. Just putting it out there.
Oh, and by the way, I did that just so Mom would say not worth a plug nickel on this video, effectively cementing that he's worthless.
He's priceless.
No, he's worthless.
Okay,
Priceless.
thank you all for
Worthless.
joining us. I hope you will come back and see. Look how red my eyes are. I hope you will come back and see us. And maybe by then I'll have remembered what the heck I was trying to tell you. Wouldn't count on it, but it could happen. Stranger things. So take care of yourselves and come see us in a couple days. And we'll talk to you later. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.